Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a general love reading. But first, I want to say a few things. Starting off with, I am having quite a lot of dental work done, so you may notice that I'm enunciating my words differently. Hopefully, not too badly. I need to practice. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is that Libra season, especially the second part, and Scorpio season are positively Shakespearean. They always are, and especially this year. I say that because we have that deep energy of change and truth of Scorpio. And we also have the cardinal Venus sign of Libra, which is very romantic. I've always called Romeo Libra energy. We also have Uranus, the planet of change, represented for me by the Tower and the Major Arcana. We have that moving back into Taurus, more Venus energy. Shakespeare is very Venusian energy, very romantic, but it does have that kind of deep energy of Scorpio as well. Right now, we also have Saturn and Neptune we will in Scorpio season at 29 degrees of Pisces. Very strong combination, and Pisces is all about dreams and fantasies. Very much a Romeo and Juliet type energy coming up. As I mentioned, Libra season is at the best of times. We're also going to have a water trine, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pisces with Saturn and Neptune, as I mentioned, and also the North Node. And Cancer will have Mars still, I apologize, Jupiter still in Scorpio season until next year, in fact. And then we're going to have Scorpio all over the place. So very strong water energy, very emotional. Anyway, my friends, let's get into the reading. Thank you for bearing with me as I learn how to speak again. It's well worth it. All right, I'm going to be taking a look at the person coming in toward you. This could be a person you have on your mind. Always keep in mind the energy can be vice versa, especially in love readings. So get in only where you fit in, of course. With the romance angels, not everything I say will resonate for you. It is a general reading, so take only what fits as it does, if it does, and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a private reading with me, there's a link in the description box. Okay, we will take these two. We'll look at those though. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Oh, now this could either be somebody that you met while you were on a trip or on holiday, or that's about to come. Maybe you're going to go somewhere together. Very nice. Speaking of Shakespeare, but doesn't this look like Venice? Look at the canals and the full moon. Okay. Last night we had a full moon in Aries. And then we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. There's that past life energy. Okay. Let's go. I said we look, and we will. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Make the effort. Release your ex. Okay. Let's go to the Amore Psyche. We'll take a look at some of the more physical or sexual components in this connection. Eros and Thanatos. I love it. Look at it again. Very Shakespearean. He's got the shield and the swords, and he's like, no one will take what's mine. And all those serpents and snakes are trying to. They're wrapped around her and trying to pull her away. And he has that red shield of passion, Aries energy, Mars energy. Incidentally, Scorpio is co-ruled by Mars. So moving more towards Scorpio season, it's going to be a lot of that fiery, passionate energy. Let's have one more. I saw doubt and indecision, so you may not be so sure, especially if it's somebody from your past. We have the ideal romance. I love it. Number 4, which is the Emperor in the Major Arcana. Yeah, ideal romance and that Venusian quality. Okay. But look what stayed on the bottom, doubt and indecision. We'll see what that's about. It could be that you've had to draw boundaries, right? Because it does say reconciliation. And maybe you had to protect your own self-respect. And now this person's coming in this Venusian energy. And you're like, I don't know, you might just do it again. Okay. Let's go to the star codes. I hope I'm speaking all right. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in your person's, or overall influencing the situation. What do we have? Oh, okay. I mean, it does look romantic, but it looks like coming back in, but maybe in an overly romantic energy. We'll see. There's Cancer coming through well. Cancer is cardinal water. We have Jupiter there, which expands, and it can bring about sweeping things like this. Let's have a grand adventure. Let's have the ideal love affair. It can, yeah, messages coming in, interesting communication. And then we have Capricorn energy. Look at all the cardinals, but also Cancer's opposite sign. Okay. And then we have Pisces, Saturn, and Neptune. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn can be about what holds us back. It can be about lessons learned. But what I'm getting here and messages, there could be a very psychic energy at play. Okay. Let's go to the Llewellyn, which itself is fairly Shakespearean in the Taurian way, which among myself, I'm convinced Shakespeare was a Taurus. Let's see what's on this person's mind when it comes to you. The Two of Wands, they're looking at you. They could be at a distance right now, but look at how she's holding her crystal ball out to the horizon. They already know what they want. They see it clearly. And this is a card about manifesting. It really is, especially in this deck. Honeymoon, maybe they see a vision of what they want. How do they feel? Yeah, this is honeymoon. In fact, it's my honeymoon phase. The Three of Cups, Cancer energy. Look how happy they are. I know people say third party, but rarely. But this is just being very harmonious, being on the same page. All three of them have their cups up to the full moon. Same energy. Communication here. So they want happiness. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles backloading that. That's Venus energy too. Both Taurus and Libra rule stability and finance. The ideal romance. What action? Let's look. We'll put it back. But what actions? I knew it. Virgo, Gemini energy with the Magician. Remember I said they're manifesting. They see the picture. Look what it is. They see the picture. The Ten of Pentacles. That's stability. I want to hold it up closer because it looks like fair Verona. Amazing. Okay. What actions do they want to take? Oh my. We have the Three of Swords. Now there could be a history, right? We have reconciliation and your doubt and indecision. But the Three of Swords is in our mind. Swords are our thoughts. And this can be about cycles of heartbreak from the past repeating. We'll see where this goes. But Three of Cups to Three of Swords, right? Let me see the energy surrounding them. This is where you could, yeah, I'm going to say this is where you could appear. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the doubt and indecision. She's been there, seen that, done that. Head over heart queen. Interesting. She doesn't get that way easily. She gets that way because she's learned a thing or two. We have Taurus energy here with the Empress. Now I was going to say, with the Empress, that's interesting. I was going to say that the Queen of Swords is often a divorcee, and the Hierophant can be about marriage and commitment. We saw the Ten of Pentacles. We saw reconciliation. Five of Wands. There could have been a fight, an argument. Okay. We'll keep going. What's the challenge? The High Priestess. There's Pisces energy. Maybe you're not speaking to this person. And so they don't know how you're going to respond when they come in, because they do have this like looking at you. You could be very mysterious to them as well. But either way, I feel with Three of Swords and the High Priestess, there's a silence here. Let me see a potential outcome. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We keep seeing that Ten of Pentacles. Look at Shakespeare. But anyway, we keep seeing that Ten of Pentacles. This is who builds that. Mr. Commitment. Ideal romance. Okay. I mean, the King of Pentacles is the most well-intended king. He doesn't waste his time, energy, money, anything into things that aren't going to be serious. And we keep seeing the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, let's see where this goes. What are they looking at here with the Two of Wands and this honeymoon energy? The Four of Pentacles, they're holding on to you. Okay, let's see another one. Queen of Swords and the Chariot. Cancer energy with the Chariot. And we have honeymoon. I mean, this could be about travel. Definitely there could be a distance here. And the Queen of Swords is where you're at. That's how they're seeing you. Okay. Let me see the Three of Cups in their heart. Another one. Oh, that's beautiful. We have the Ace of Swords. You definitely could be dealing with an air sign, but we are in Libra season. And Libra is all about justice, and that's the sword of truth, clarity. And it's coming in with the Three of Cups and messages, communication, clear communication. We have the Star, Aquarius energy, Pluto and Aquarius right now. But the Star is all about hope and healing, and it is very dramatic again. The Star is what comes after the Tower, and there is clarity here. Now, Six of Cups, we have Scorpio on the bottom of the deck. This could be somebody from your past, but for me, the Six of Cups is often a sense memory. It takes us back to a time and a place before we knew what Three of Swords was all about. But maybe you've both been through a lot as well. But the Star is healing. We have reconciliation. The Two of Swords, there's that indecision. You or them. But the Ace of Swords is the truth. Let me see the Three of Swords. Look who comes out. And I said the Empress, Divine Feminine. There's Venus energy, Libra and Taurus. The Empress is all of the queens, but often a wife, often a mother. They could be seeing you in this Empress energy for sure. Nine of Swords. Overthinking, to say the least. This is stress, anxiety, staying up all night, worrying, trying to get ahead of the story before it's even told. Before it's even told, Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about, I mean, interesting how it has same color as the Star, right? That's the vision. Like I said, they see what they want. And we have the High Priestess. You're very mysterious to them. You could have, we saw, love yourself first. Now they wonder you. You could be hiding very much under the moon. Let me see the Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's what the King brings in. This is an offer to build something stable, but it could be an invitation. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time. That's what they want. It could be a renewal. It definitely could. Let's get one more on that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh my. Oh, beautiful. 8 of Pentacles. It's about putting in the hard work and paying attention to the details. That's what this king does to show they're invested, putting in the work. Maybe they didn't before. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It could have been a lack of self-confidence. It could have been a lack of resources. But whatever it was, look at the sad rose, feeling a loss. And that could be them too, feeling that about you, that you've got this indecision now. But they could be coming in here to offer you something in earnest. The knight becomes the king, and that's who's in the outcome. We have the Fool on the bottom. There's Aries energy. The Fool is a new beginning, and it's a leap of faith. Great love. Okay. Let me see the High Priestess in the challenge. The 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I don't know. If you're not dealing with an air sign, I don't know what. Lots of strategic energy. But the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So you two, again, could have a lot of history invested in each other. And this is them wanting to come at reconciliation, right? But you might need more information because you're coming in with double Queen of Swords energy. Let me see the King of Pentacles. Okay, nice. We have the 4 of Swords, beautiful, right? Because we have the 3 of Swords right here. And the 4 of Swords is a time of rest and integration. Look at the third eye on that baby sheep. It's like having learned the lessons of the past. The knight becomes the king. And then on the bottom, I see the Ace of Wands. Fire starter. That's passion. And we have ideal romance here. And that passionate energy coming alive. One more with the 4 of Swords. Swords, nice. They're coming out of a place of quiet, of transformation and rest. The 10 of Swords is the end of a long and difficult cycle. We have that here. Now, this person could have been getting themselves free of a situation. Absolutely. A difficult one. There's Jupiter on the bottom, the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer energy. Coming back around, the wheel is about destiny. It's my let go or be dragged card too, though. Let's have one more on the 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Oh my gosh, 6 of Swords. Holy. This is about moving forward out of a place of internal or external conflict. And again, they may have been going through a lot. 10 of Swords. 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords is the 10 of Swords. I want one more and then we're going to move to the oracles. Ooh. Heavy. Okay. The 6 of Cups comes out again. Amazing. So again, I'll say, could we have reconciliation? Could be somebody from your past. Okay. Let's go to the blue deck. What do we have? But in any event, communication. All of these swords. We have envy. Okay. What's that about? Let's have another one. The Garden and the Gate. Now, this is a card about leaving your comfort zone. You could be the one who's in indecision, or this person could be. But either way, The King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, it could be somebody who has a lot of means, a lot of financial means. And then there's this envy card. Yeah, we have cornucopia. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. The thinking man. No kidding. And then I see blossoming. Love yourself first. Okay, one more. And then the thinking woman. Wow. Queen of Swords. We didn't see the King of Swords, but endure to value and strategy. Interesting. Said they have an offer. And yes, a lot of strategy. Let me ask some. Actually, let me grab the lights here. Where are you? Let me ask something. Five of Wands on the bottom. I've implied Five of Swords, but Five of Wands could be envy, competition. Queen of Wands. I wonder. Anyway, why did this come apart? What's this about? Scorpio energy with death and rebirth. What's this about? Jupiter with the wheel. This could be, what? Could this be even a past life energy? Wrong here. But something coming back around, like literally resurrecting. Let's see. There's that Queen of Wands again, and then we have Temperance. Well, this is Archangel Michael. But, soulmate angel, but there could have been, like I said, a fight, an argument. One more. Temperance, I mean, those three major arcana. And then this little Page of Pentacles, that's the communication. The page grabs hold of that ace and turns it into something real. So here's the offer. But it looks like they maybe, again, like I said, Ten of Swords, death and rebirth. They could have been going through reinvention. Ten of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Amazing. Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. A whole flip in perspective. They see things differently now. The King of Pentacles. This is like the third time we've seen this. Now, Ten of Pentacles can be about marriage. And the Ace can be an offer. So for some of you, it could be a sweeping romance. Okay, interesting. Will we get a message? Yeah. We'll go to this cute little deck and get a message from them. What do we have? I regret how I missed you. Okay. I'm not your option. Oh, that's why the indecision. And the Queen of Wands, did they put you in a place of competition? And so now, the Queen of Swords, you're like, no. But they're coming in pretty strong here. Let's see. I feel you even when we are separated. One more. What's that? I reread our texts and it hurts. Oh, wow. It is a life lesson for both of us. You could be saying that. Both of you could. There's a very deep connection. We have the Six of Cups twice. That's soulmate energy when I see Temperance as well. It's quite romantic, especially with the star in their heart and the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Lovely. Okay. What else should we do? Let's do a few from the talisman. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading. Thank you for bearing with me, my friends. I will get more used to it. We have Luna, there's the moon, full supermoon in Aries, very dramatic Mars moon. Okay. But yeah, they definitely want to come in here. Courage and let go. We have Leo and Cancer. I call the wheel my let go or be dragged card. So with this Queen of Swords, it might be saying it's going to take you courage to go with this. Learn the truth. Okay. One more. And then finding love. Protection and growth of energy. And I said 10 of Swords, death and rebirth. It could have been for your protection. When I asked what separated you, we got death and rebirth. And then we got the Hanged Man, which is an awakening. Okay. Let's close it with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, so please take it only as it resonates. We have healing, star in the heart. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself, your self-respect. That's what the cards say. Queen of Swords, right? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those that you love. And wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. On the bottom, we have Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Interesting. All right, my friends, it is very dramatic and it will get more so, so hang in there, deeper even. But there's a very spiritual undertone to this connection. We ended with 3 major arcana in why the separation, but that's why the wheel and why it's coming back around. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.